So for the last few days, I've been trying to find some way to make the series a little bit more interesting. Considering I'm doing a communist country, I figured, what's a way to do it? I guess method acting. I decided to be like a Cuban communist, or not Cuban communist, just a regular communist for this video. Starting out with a participation trophy to show that I did something other than complain online. The bad haircut as well. Let's move on. Okay, but yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the creating a Cuban Utopia in Lego Star Wars. Yeah, this should be a pretty normal everyday stream. Dumb Fidel Castro jokes. Oh yeah, and there's Lego Star Wars on the side as well. Let's just get into it so I can get money or something. Anyways. Also, the intro was also clearly done to avoid the 8-second bot that YouTube has in mind. So forgive me for the cringe I just did. So, anyways. Yeah, I think it's alright. Maybe move it over. There we go. Alright. We'll go to I don't know if I did Grievous last time. Why not do Grievous? Why not? Let's go. Of course, I have to skip the intro because of copyright, so... Sorry, YouTube Content ID bot, you're not getting me this time. Here we see the Cuban military ready to start a missile crisis or some garbage. I don't know. Okay, they're gonna be fine. Okay, they're dead. Number one. He's dead. No, I feel like he exploded into a million pieces or something. Anywho. So we must now blow up a station. I don't know, because apparently we're eco-terrorists. I'm not even going to try to make this funny, alright? Alright, so... I'm not even trying to make this funny. I'm just making dumb comments. I'll tell you something, Jack, alright? I don't need, trends to make my message go worldwide like other communists. Just like I didn't need notes for my entire segment at the beginning. Or some garbage. Hey, if you get that joke, you watched my channel before, maybe 2 years ago. So, hey, good on you if you caught it. Anyways. Droids such as R2-D2. Well, we don't have R2-D2. So, what do you want me to do? It's like, oh, these games are easy. Why do you try to 100% kids games or some garbage? And it's like, Twister response is simply, do you know how hard it is to beat this game in general? Mainly not Skywalker Saga. I have not actually beaten Skywalker Saga yet. If I was ever gonna 100% that on stream, that's how you know I'm making American Utopia Part 4. That's how you know, because that's how I would do it. I 100%ed Lego Star Wars 2 and Complete Saga, not for the first time, but the second time, with my American Utopia stuff. By definition, if I'm going to make a sequel to that, it's in that scenario. Third one didn't really have any point, really. It was just views are down. Why not do another American Utopia? Because YouTube's stupid, and I don't know if I can... It's 7 seconds, but it's the rest of the video, so I'm not going to cuss. So I will say... 0 hex were given because money was made. Anyways. No one bites the dust. I remember seeing something stupid that was like, yeah, we need to see, like, Jean Grey and Cyclops and Wolverine in, like, a polyamorous relationship. And it's like, you already made the Joker pregnant. What other fetishes do you want? Like, in the comics. I get if there's any comic book character that likely would have that scenario to be the Joker, but it's still stupid. I'm sorry. Anyways. That's my personal take on it. What other dumb stuff have I seen recently? Comic books are so dead nowadays. I'll just point that out much. I'll say that much. I know it's like I know saying that, you know, Star Wars, Marvel, that kind of jazz is bad nowadays is like, you know, looking out to like the Pacific Ocean and saying, wet that. We all know, right? You ever wonder why I haven't made any videos on this channel, at least, that made fun of Disney Star Wars? Because I want to focus on, like, actual, like, fun stuff, you know? To me, like, because again, this is a passion project, not like, I'm not going to go, it's not like my chance at therapy, you know? It's more of a fun thing to do on the side. That's why I started this channel, as a matter of fact, because when I was depressed, I was like, in like 8th grade, I was like, hey, I'm going to start this channel as a way to, you know, do something fun on the side because my life sucks right now. You know, that kind of jazz. You know. Point being, you know, this is meant to be like some random fun thing where I can make dumb jokes and about Fidel Castro, which I need to get onto that. I need to fulfill the title and not just ramble. Anyways. But what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. Point being, it'd be hard to, and it, I mean, as much as I would love to do reviews again, just not of wrestling, you know? It just feels like everyone's a reviewer now, you know? It just feels that way. I know the phrase everyone's a critic is kind of a meme now, but it's true, you know? And I can tell you firsthand that I'm definitely a critic of, you know, modern media and all that. So, you know. I mean, I think for like this year, for last year, I guess it's 2023 now. So, yep, first video, I think I posted on New Year's Eve, not New Year's, but you get one. Yeah, happy New Year for people in the U.S., because I don't know if it's happened in China yet. And don't worry, I'll get around to you guys later. Like I said, I plan on making fun of everyone. Oh no, he's secretly aligned with Fidel Castro. What do we do? And he is kind of, you know, aside for like him being fat, you know, because Castro was fat. Let's be honest here. Sorry, it's pretty easy to be fat in a communist country when you're the only one who eats. I'm so dead. I laugh myself to sleep at a terrible joke. Oh god. Anyways, I'm saying is that like, if you were to convince me like Grievous is Fidel Castro, I would not be shocked. Anyways, you know, some jokes are like communism. Not everyone gets it. If I flip up the joke, whatever. That's like, I was never known as like Robin Williams or something, you know. I'm just some cynical almost 20-year-old living in his parents' basement playing Lego Star Wars for a living. I go to college, to be fair, but you get the point. So. Like, you want to know the worst thing I may have saw, like, this year? In my honest opinion? Rings of Power. Oh my god, it's awful. I mean, and no, just to clear things up, it is not because, before I get labeled a racist or whatever, no, the fact that that some of the dwarves were African American is not my pet peeve. The fact that they pretty much made, the fact that they pretty much made, like, pretty much everything pointless, really, you know? Yeah, that's what sucked about it for me, you know? Not only did they make everything pointless, not only did they get rid of what Tolkien wanted in Lord of the Rings, but also they attacked fans on Twitter for being like, hey, this doesn't seem like something Tolkien would want. Oh my god, you're being offensive. No, we're not. Yeah. I mean, after watching it, I'm gonna get a lot of flack for saying this, but I don't care. It felt like I was watching The Last Jedi again. Like, it was that bad, And keep in mind, I didn't watch The Last Jedi, like, on Disney Plus 3 years later. I watched it in theaters. I mean, you could probably know why I don't like it. Look at my channel name, number 1. That'd be a good start. So naturally, I mean, The Last Jedi is not the worst movie I've ever seen, although it's pretty close, in all honesty. I mean, it's bad, I mean, Rings of Power is not as bad as Last Jedi, although to me that's like saying living in a homeless shelter is a lot better than living in like, say, in a cardboard box or something like that. Yeah, by definition it's better, but not by much. It's not better to the alternatives with Fidel Castro actually gives you a place to live. As opposed to, like, wasting all the funds and resources on tourism. Oh boy. Who am I going to offend today, children? What else is there? Oh, yeah. I've always felt that, and this is my personal take, right? I think watching The Rings of Power, to me, felt like watching the death of an old friend, It was bad, I haven't really cared that much about new Star Wars, really, since Last Jedi, It's like, it's bad. I'm not going to really keep up that much anymore. Now I'm kind of going through the same thing with Lord of the Rings. It's like, yep, that thing you love, it's dead, it's buried, It sucks, it's bad. Like, yeah, we got the occasional garbage from Star Wars and Marvel, like Book of Boba Fett and She-Hulk, but, like, don't get me wrong, She-Hulk was a good character, at least that Stan Lee wrote her, to be fair. I've always said that I'm going to probably prefer the character to be more like... I always would want to envision the character the way Stan Lee wrote her. Not how the MCU did it. Same goes for Book of Boba Fett. I'm not even making Castro jokes. I actually did a couple, whatever. Um, regardless, at least with at least with Disney, with stuff that came out from Disney, it's like, okay, yeah, it's money grubbing. Whatever. Disney's been doing this for like 100 years now. Whatever, right? It happens. Rings of Power hit way too close to home, I had a neighbor who was big on Lord of the Rings. Like, I had a neighbor and all that who was like in Lord of the Rings. He got me into it, and I think I saw what was it? I think it was Battle of the Five Armies in theater. And I think he got me like the original Lord of the Rings trilogy for Christmas, I believe. Still have it, by the way, because it's good, So that was how I first discovered Lord of the Rings. And thank God for that. So, yeah. Yeah. I felt that I swear, like, watching Rings of Power may have taken something out of me, what's another dumb thing that came out in 2022 that I can mention? Because there's a lot, if you can believe it. I mean, how many good films was in 2022 at least? Top Gun, maybe. Top Gun was pretty good. Top Gun doesn't win Best Picture. I'm gonna write it. Nah. Don't take that seriously, by the way. I hate that I have to say it, but no one's gonna write if Top Gun loses. What do you think I am? A Vancouver fan? A Vancouver Canucks fan? After they lost the Stanley Cup? No, I'm gonna do what every other communist would do. Complain on Twitter or something. I don't know. I always found it funny. Communists like to say, or just in general, people like to say, "Oh, if you don't like this film, go and make your own movie." It's like, yes, because I have millions and billions of dollars to just throw around aimlessly. Sorry, I'm not a trust fund baby. I'm an upper middle class kid with issues. Lots of issues. I can't make a movie with my current funds, okay? That's just the fact. You know how I know this? Look at my current YouTube budget. Like, the only thing that's changed about my setup the last couple years is I got a mic. That's the only thing that's changed about it. I mean, granted, it's a lot better than talking close to my computer. So, you know what? I'll take the mic anyway. It's fine. The parents wrote when I think I started using the mic. I think in 2021, like when I started my renaissance of content, you could say, after I got struck for whatever it was in 2020. That kind of, wasn't that great for content and all that. Which to this day, I have not gotten an explanation of you showed like a guy murdering. You showed like a scene from Silence of the Lambs or something like that in an NCAA video. If that were the case, I'd actually be okay with it. Because at least you're telling me what I did wrong and I can fix it, The problem is that I got no such anything, When I appealed it, I I pretty much got the same thing. It's like, yep, we're not putting it back up, It's like, okay, so why is it not being put back up? Did I do cartwheels over Abraham Lincoln's grave or something? Like, what did I do? Like, if I did something wrong, tell me. You have to keep in mind is that, the manual review is that you have to remember that somehow, right? It's got to be something I didn't get, because I've rewatched it numerous times. It's like one of the most clean videos I've ever done, So yeah. The funny thing is, I could easily repost if I didn't want to risk like another strike on another channel. I could probably easily post that somewhere, and it would be fine, It's almost bizarre, It's like you have to remember when you appeal it, you're not getting a robot that tells you that what you did was wrong. You get a human reviewer that says this is wrong, Which brings up the question: what did I do? I mean, I didn't like go away from wrestling content because I knew that would that ship was dead essentially, but I pretty much quit because I did that for like 4 years and I wasn't really getting anywhere. So that and doing a wrestling review every however long is fun at first, but it gets tiring after a while because you're just going over the same things over and over and over again, So, anyways. Anyhow, so forgive me if I say, I feel like I should have a reason for why it was taken out. Because reportedly it was listed as inappropriate content or something. I just want to point out I wasn't playing like say Doom or I don't know, like Doom or Call of Duty or something like that. I was doing an NCAA video with my dad and my brother. I mean, oh my god, it's like I'm reading the Communist Manifesto. It's calling for so much violence, we just didn't see it. Oh boy. Oh, we get to actually blow up stuff. Let's go. Don't want to get claimed. I gotta remember that. Yeah, it looks like we're being it looks like we're. Yeah, there it is. The Malevolence. Basically a hit and run vessel, as you could say. So. Got Legendary Master Plo, and I'm saying that because I don't want to get canceled, so YouTube's auto-generated feature will probably strike me if I say his full name. As well, yeah, the Cecler, that kind of jazz, I'll just call him Master Plo, even though it's kind of a different context, considering it's more of an Asian kind of name, not a slur against African Americans, but whatever. That's like. Or a win. Oh, 20 minutes. Why not? What do you know? Only 20 minutes in. I gotta get my numbers correct there, but. I mean, this is basically domestic terrorism, but, as the old saying goes, it's only domestic terrorism if you lose. I think I remember this one thing a couple years, like maybe 2 years ago. This was 2021. Where if I recall, all right, people were like picking up snow in their backyards to see if it was real or something like that. I can get like, Californians saying, well, I've never actually been like to up north or to Canada or something. Snow may actually be fake, But I live in Minnesota. This is like sacrilege, Well, it's like if I go outside right now, there's like only one weather for Minnesota during this time of year. It's cold. So, it's February in Minnesota. We're watching maybe the Eagles or the Chiefs win the Super Bowl from our couch. Let's be real, it's going to be Kansas City. They're like, okay, you beat a 7th rounder and Daniel Jones, and you are going to beat Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, sure, we'll go with that. Oh, if I'm proven wrong, then great. I've never been like a genius at anything. I'm just saying that I find it funny, This is observational humor, keep in mind. But yeah, the Eagles also had the 31st easiest schedule this year. It's like, oh, the Vikings are frauds. The Eagles made it to the Super Bowl with the 31st easiest schedule and beat a 7th rounder in Daniel Jones. And yes, we should not have won 13 games this year, but I fail to see how the Eagles aren't frauds either. The Vikings win a bunch of close games, we're frauds and whatever. The Eagles win 14 games with the 31st easiest schedule and beat 2 mediocre teams in the playoffs. They're just a hard-working team trying to make it. Remember, you're only a bad team if you're not a big market team. Take notice, NBA fans. I should know that firsthand. I watched the Timberwolves on occasion. I really regret my life choices, is what I'm getting at, in case you aren't clear. So, yeah. You want to know how I know I regret my life choices? I'm dressed up in a shirt that my mom made in high school with a taco on it because Cuban, I guess. I'm wearing a mullet, which I'm going to take off now because it's stupid. And wearing a participation medal I had in adapted bowling in 2018 because I made a dumb joke about communists have participation trophies because either they don't get enough care or they get called beautiful every day or some garbage. I don't know. It depends on the person. I'm keeping the medal on though because it looks awesome. It sucks as a participation trophy, but hey, it looks cool, so I'll keep it on. Boom. And indeed, our men are able to down Fidel Castro's ship, Fulgencio Batista will rise once again. We will defeat Castro. Let's try real quick. Now, for a communist, I'm making lots of money. Who knows? Maybe I'm like some kind of trust fund communist or something. Oh boy. All right. Well. All right. Let's go on to invade Castro's ship, I guess, because this one's gonna get captured. Okay, let's actually get into it. I don't want to get demonetized. Okay, well, there we go. All right, let's finally defeat Castro's ship once and for all. Fulgencio Batista will rise once again. Don't you hate it when you're bored and you have nothing else to do that you just walk into an open battlefield? Same. Like how they get a notification that like there's this tractor being coming to another ship that's randomly in the background, and you just instantly know it's Padme. Probably better explained in the episode. Although I'm probably not going to rewatch it. I have nothing else to do, but I'm not going to rewatch it just for sake of argument and because it's funny to me. Well, I'd say the invasion is going swiftly. I mean, this is really just an extraction mission, but whatever. We're gonna destroy it anyway, so who cares? Why not make funny Castro jokes, you know? Once again, Fulgencio Batista will rise again. I am going to overuse that joke until I die. I love that. That's great. Yeah, I got that. Perfect. Actually get up there as R2. I know I've probably already done this experiment before, but I legitimately forgot. Oh yeah, you can go in with R2. Who am I kidding? If there's a droid that would do it, it would be R2. I mean, come on. Let's just be honest there. I'm not even gonna try to make a dumb joke out of it. If there was a droid that would do it, it'd be R2. Come on. Cannot argue with reality. I will say that much. Actually curious, actually. Do I actually have all the... No, I don't have the blueberries. Whatever. Who cares? Moving on. I was gonna say, could I actually make this overpowered or something? No, evidently not. I would play, like, Here I Come to Save the Day from, like, Mighty Mouse, but not worth the claim. Sorry. Okay. Alright, gotta do plumbing, evidently. The first thing I wanted to do when I woke up today was do plumbing. Press and hold Y to tag the other screen. Neat. How you doing? I can't do this joke. I can't do the joke. No, what the hell? I'll pick it anyways. I didn't know C-3PO turned into a stereotypical Vietnam War. I'm so done. I'm done. Well, thanks for the 200 subs, guys. I appreciate it. Anyways. It's not a... I guess... I don't know. It's more... It's obviously science fiction, not action. Well, it kind of is, but whatever. Okay, better question. If there's already a battle still going on, considering the ship's not fully taken down, why did they go back to the ship, right? Are they just like overseeing the battle like they're field marshals or something? Don't ask questions, just consume product, then get excited for next product. Can Clone Wars fan number 53 explain that to me in the comments? Thanks. With that joke being said, the Clone Wars is a really good show. So, forgive me, Father, for I'd sinned. Getting rebaptized tomorrow. If you apparently grew 3 limbs back. Luke Skywalker just sitting there like, you can do that? Anyways. You can like kill everyone in here and actually like get like a good head start, you could say. How do I know this? I've 100% this game before, that's how I know. Like they're gonna tell you, oh, you have to switch to Obi-Wan to continue. Okay, cool. I'm still gonna do this part anyways. Yeah. On a completely unrelated note, can I just point out for a minute, right, that they cut out like the Obi-Wan versus Grievous fighting on the giant train. That's one thing I do remember. The only reason I remember that is because I downloaded like this game on the DS to like mess around when I'm not doing anything, you know. Yeah, I just got that part of the game on the DS, and they had that part in it, and I was like, oh, I remember that part from the episode, kinda. And yes, just so we're clear, we're doing all the Grievous stuff. Which, if you're keeping track, might be the longest stream I've done in like 6 months. So, they're already at the 40-minute mark, which is already. I guess it's not the longest. It's not the shortest stream I've done. So, whatever. I'll let it slide. It's time. Bring me Castro. Fulgencio Batista will rise again, I guess. I don't know. Like the version the South will rise against, the Chad. Fulgencio Batista will rise again. So like you see like people from Alabama being like, oh, the South will rise again. It's been 150 years now, Alabama. If you're gonna start, then start. Stay down. Whatever, we just gotta get out of here. Come on, not two. See ya. And 3 deer really got it rough. Let's make it even more rough. Droid lives matter, everyone. Remember that. I was gonna say that's like the easiest combination on the planet. It's like having your password as like password or having your PIN code be 1234. Oh boy. So we're just gonna kamikaze the ship. That's what we're doing. Let's be honest here. We're kamikazing a ship. So we add that to the war crime chart because yeah, it's a war crime. I've seen this one dumb comment that was like, "Oh, Anakin violated the Geneva Accords by falsely surrendering in season 7," and it's like, you're telling me that a fictional character in a galaxy far, far away has to operate from rules and regulations of Earth? It's like, this is the dude who, like, in 3 months will kill, like, millions of his own officers and his own people. I doubt he cares. People, I swear. People. Hey, Jeff. We're about to die. You got anything you want to bring? Yeah, bring the washing machine. Kamikaze into a moon. What is it? Graves gets away, because of course he does. Gotta have sequels, you know. Alright, we got 3PO. Nice. True Jedi. I'm trying to avoid copyrights. My apologies. 1 mini kit. Ha. Anyways. 7 gold bricks. I'm just gonna stop telling jokes altogether because I clearly have not brought on my best. Lord forgive me. Okay. Okay, this one I'm gonna have fun. Oh, all the jokes I'm gonna make about this. Oh god. Okay, well, let's get into it. The Lair of Grievous. Yeah, he said he was gonna be here in time. It's like 30 minutes late. See anyone? No. 20 minutes later. Hey, he arrived. Hooray, we have the hero of our story, I guess. It was surprisingly way more interesting than in this episode than he was in the entirety of the prequels. Dave Filoni, everyone. We're just gonna ignore the guy that got decapitated. We're just gonna ignore that. Okay. It's one thing I saw. It was like Superman's son is like into dudes now all of a sudden, and he's like processing climate change. It's like, oh, he's into dudes now. That's kind of interesting. Is he gonna do like actual cool crime fighting stuff while exploring his like sexuality and all that? No, what you're gonna get is him protesting climate change. The one guy who could do something against climate change is protesting climate change. It's like I don't know. It's stupid. I'll say that much. It is stupid. You know, the one guy that can just like use his freeze breath to like solve climate change is the one guy that's protesting against it. I can't anymore. My life is like the Muppets on crack. I'm gonna get these out of the way first because you've 100% of this game. You know how bad those are to get. You know. Also, I have the dark side cheat, so it works. There should be in the Olympics with those abilities. The funny thing is, I think those are across the entire level. Like the entire level from beginning to end. Like through all the mass murder that's within this one level, you have to get every one of those from start to finish. First time doing it, it took me like 3 times to do. The fact that it took me like 4 days to beat, no, it wasn't 4 days, it was 2 weeks, I think, to beat this entire game is just astounding. I think it took me 2 weeks to beat, not 2 weeks, but 4 days to beat Lego Indiana Jones 2. So I did a stream on my Star Wars channel. So you can check that out. Yes, shameless self-promotion on that. Oh, yes. You know what this means? It's a trap. See, I can make that joke because the guy I am is freaking up. So, like, the first 7 is, like, right here. So, naturally, if you mess up, then you just... It's naturally, if you mess up, and you gotta... You can't go back, so you have to get them all here. Sorry, I'll make the rules. Okay. Let's go Admiral Akbar's demented cousin. Yes. Cinematography that only Ryan Johnson could beat. I'm kidding. Last Jedi sucked. I'll say this much. You know, it's like what was it? Like Wikipedia was gonna like put pronouns and bios for their character, for like characters or whatever, and it's like, okay, that's pretty cool, I guess. Is it? I mean, maybe this is just me, but it's like, I can understand if it's like, hey, this character is like non-binary or something, identified as this. It's like, okay, cool, I'll call it that. I get that. If it's regular like he, him, I just don't get it. Sorry, that's just me. I mean, feel free to say I'm wrong. I personally think it's fine. That's just my take on it. So. Oh yes, we are now fighting Castro once again, and apparently Castro has throat cancer. I'm gonna offend everyone today. And the funny thing is, I think it's possible he did have throat cancer because you smoke cigars for like 50 years, you're gonna have a messed up throat. You can blame reality for that. Again, I would like to reinforce this dumb quote I came up with, which is simply Fulgencio Batista will rise again. Get back here, you rodent. Oh no, the rodent's gone. What do we do? Oh my god, he called a dictator a rodent. That's so offensive. Oh my god, he called Fidel Castro a rodent. He's fatphobic. As a fat man myself, I will say to like non-fat people, right? If you're ever called fatphobic, wear it as a badge of honor. You guys are like, you guys deserve it, you know? It's like, for people who aren't fat, you know, and you get called fatphobic, from a fat person, keep making fun of us. I find it funny. You want to call me a pillow piggy? I don't care. I find it funny. Uh-oh, he's a bigot. And now we have whatever that is. Apparently it's also causing lava in the ground or something. Whatever. Let's slide. So we cut off his arm. Well, yes, I'm aware that you can use Rubinio to use panels. I would like to point out that for whatever reason, this one useless character that's only in like one episode is, you know, a major point in this game, kind of. Like, you physically cannot win. You can physically not use those panels unless you use a Magna Guard. So, you know, the fact that you don't get the Magna Guard until much later, I don't think. I think it's like, what, Dooku's palace, not Dooku's, but Jabba's palace you get him. So, if you ever want to, fully 100% the game so early, like, get everything done before you get to Dooku. Yeah, long story short, like a really long story short, just do Rubinio. That's all I gotta do. Job done. Well, the clones are dead, and Fish Guy wants to seek revenge. You have to take your medicine, Fidel. It's for your throat cancer. Eat your vegetables, Fidel. Put your scarf around. You'll get hypothermia. I can't. Okay, alright, well. I'm so done. So somehow I did this first try. That is Herculean. he's dead. Pushing it is for sissies. I'm a man. I just did that completely by random. I forgot that was slot with them and get. Random. Actually, now that I bring it up, you know how, like, the Force, like in this, you know how awful it was to do for the Wii. You had to like point it at the screen and move like the nunchuck. It was a disaster. You know. Let's go, Castro. I'm gonna make your mother wish that she used a condom or something. I bumped the mic a little bit, so apologies if you heard that. I will protect you, Master, because I will get my revenge. Run! Get in the ship. Bye-bye. Yeah, you want to, like, take on a guy because he murdered your friends. Okay, cool. Oh my god! Take a screenshot of that. I gotta get out of Dodge. Now, whenever you look at my account, you'll see it. Oh, cool. What's my latest message? Anyways. I'm setting that as my background. I gotta set that as my background. Now I get to see that every time I log in. I get to see that every time I log in. My god. Okay, well. The 10 limit. I will not be doing the bounty hunter missions this time today. Partially because I don't want to take up too much time. So. Alright, let's get back into it. My favorite. Rookies. My brother loves this mission, just so we're clear. So. That's fun. Look at that. It's 1 in the morning. I've been doing this for an hour. Well, that's me for you, I suppose. I don't have college tomorrow. I only have 2 classes a week. Yeah, I'm not missing out on much. I'll be like right to bed after because I'm tired. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but I am tired. Alright, well, hopefully no one will harm our tiny moon base. Maybe. Of course, Moonite collapse, of course, works out. Also, sick 'em. I want them dead. Probably dead. Funny thing is, Catcher actually did the slashing throat kind of thing to the Minneapolis Millers when they played in Cuba. I think it was in 1960 or 61. Like he did that, like suggested and everything. Look when if they won, they lost, and it sucks. They were probably lucky they lost though. So I'll take it, I guess. So I should get to shoot stuff. That's pretty cool. He did. And now we get to fight a giant slug monster thing. I don't even know why I point this out anymore. Look, I know you're rookies, but probably falling this far possibly could have led you to losing your weapons. That's just me giving you the benefit of the doubt, right? And you're dead. Good job. But he ever just thought about doing that for a minute? Like, you don't even need to hit him. You don't even need to. Why even hit him in the mouth? Even like one well-placed shot to the eye, kind of like the spot where like the arrow hits Smog in the second Hobbit film. Why you couldn't just hit that immediately? Like they did this in the show. I know that for a fact. They just wanted to have a boss fight. That's why. Because in the show, this was just like, hey, this is a funny jump scare. And now we'll have Rex kill him. Because guess what? It's supposed to be a jump scare. No, here it's a boss fight. And evidently normal shots can't hurt him. Because guess what? It's a boss fight. I know what you're thinking. Well, duh, no, of course it's a boss fight. I thought you were collecting mini-kits, not fighting a giant space worm. I know, I'm very obvious, I know. It's actually heavy. No, it's Echo. Nice. I mean, normally I would complain about how nonsensical the attack methods are for this guy, but I have to remember that I'm dealing with a space slug and not a human. This is the only way he could fight. Oh yeah, on the plus side, you get to build stairs on his corpse. showing very much respect for the dead, although this one is not exactly, well, it's dead, but not a human, so who cares? It's like, one thing I hear a lot is like, oh, you shouldn't eat cows because cows are people too, or something. It's like, well, maybe that cow shouldn't have tasted delicious. It's like, oh, how would you react if you were a chicken? Like, being eaten, it's like, I don't think I could react, you know? I'm a chicken. All I do is take craps all over the place and go bok bok. I'm bred to be slaughtered. You know? It's like, oh, what was it? There's something about, like, what was it? Something I can't remember. It's how you shouldn't eat seafood because you're hurting fish or something like that, and it's like, what does a fish do with its life? Like, real talk for a minute. What does a fish do other than swim in the water and go blub blub and take craps? Nothing. That's the answer. It's nothing. It's like, oh, humans are so evil because they eat other animals, and it's like another thing I say. It's like, oh, humans are so evil because they're the only species that wars against each other, and it's like, have you been around an anthill? You ever seen like a nature documentary? Ants are brutal. An ant would mess your day up if they had the chance. And in species, because of course they would. Out goes our distinguished rifleman, running out like a lion throughout the sail. I get you. I'll do it. Okay, I know this isn't like accurate at all to like the episode, but we could have made this better if we made this like slow motion. Just a theory, you know. Don't have to agree, don't have to disagree, but I know it's cliche. You know, it's about as cliche as an ugly guy getting a hot girlfriend or something like that. I guess it's not really cliche. It happens at times, but you get the point. We have a strong protagonist because the protagonist is a Mary Sue. And just to be clear, guys can be Mary Sues too. You ever seen Wesley Crusher in Star Trek Next Generation? Mary Sue. Or Marty Stew. There's actually more guy terms, I think, too. Like a Mary Sue. Because there's like Marty Stew, Gary Stew, something like that, you know? There's ironically more male terms because guess what? Dudes love self-insert. Well, people who fantasize about being a better version of themselves without actually working on themselves love self-inserts. You know? It's like, okay, why go out? It's like, I could go out and do something with my life. Or I could just be like me and do, stuff like this. Anyways, I could go out and do something with my life, right? Or I could just make a self-insert about how awesome I am. So like Wesley Crusher from Star Trek The Next Generation. I'm not even a Star Trek fan, and I know the dude's a Mary Sue. Marty Stew, whatever. We're not sexist on the show. Like people say that Luke Skywalker is like fits in the Mary Sue category, which I would personally disagree with. It's like, oh, because Luke is named Luke, it's because Luke is made like a twist on his own name or whatever. And it's like, Luke was originally a 65-year-old retired war veteran. If I'm a like hotshot young director, who already made like American Graffiti and all that, the first thing I'm thinking of for a self-insert, if I'm young and want to make a self-insert, is old on the verge of death. Great self-insert for a young guy, I'm sure. Anyways. But yes, I just want to be perfectly clear. Yes, guys can be Mary Sue's too. Okay. There are female characters that are not Mary Sue's and are good. I feel like whenever I say this, I talk to a brick wall, but yeah, that's how it works, right? It's another dumb movie trope I can think of. Because there's a lot of them, I think another one I could think of is like announcing that you have like this like diverse cast or whatever. Meanwhile, you just like relentlessly bully people in the studio because of whatever, It's like say Disney, for example. It's like you have it's like, hey, we're gonna have this. You have John Boyega play the main character in our sequels. That's pretty cool. What is it? His character's pretty interesting. You have Stormtrooper who becomes a Jedi. That sounds interesting, right? Get in, right? Well, no, because the main character is actually a Mary Sue with no flaws. Don't like it? Well, you just hate people. Ah, yes, self-suicide. The best a man can get. I love how his helmet is the only thing that remains perfectly intact. Meaning his head probably blew off. Just so we're clear. So the base gets destroyed, and yeah. No, Castor, you messed up. I'm sorry. Yep. Fly away like a chicken. So once again, Fulgencio Batista will rise again. I really should rename this to Creating a Fulgencio Batista Utopia. That's less fun, though. Of course, it looks like the charter is coming to an end. This epic tale will forever remain in the minds, I guess, as we are once again close to achieving our Cuban utopia. Just need to beat Castro right here, right now. All right. Actually, I might get the mullet back on. Why not? Yeah, I got the mullet back. Let's put it back on. Copyright. Okay. I feel good for myself. I'm going to wear my Jared Allen mullet that I got in the Vikings game. So that's pretty cool. All right, well. There is no tomorrow, man. It's Cuban utopia or bust. They're dead. Nice. Oop. All you need to do is just do this. Job done. Oop. Nice shot, Soldier. I'll give you a promotion for doing that. That was awesome. I remember when people made like NyQuil chicken or something like that. It's like, oh yeah, it's like this guy with like a heavy Southern accent. It's like, oh yeah, I sometimes prepare this for my wife when she's sick. It's like, oh nice. Instead of just getting your wife chicken noodle soup, you're just gonna kill her. I get this guy's from like Alabama or Arkansas, but like, cool it down, buddy. You know. He's gonna get his coffee, you know? He's not torturing him with his coffee. Hey, we found his location. I guess it would be hard to do like the hand signals he does, you know? To like to fully do that, because guess what? Like no hands. I guess you can't do like the secret code of messages he does out, you know? Because guess what? It would, because you know, if you're a history nerd like myself, you realize, hey, that's kind of like Vietnam. A guy did that like to like blink torture in Morse code in like the Vietnam War. So, yeah. I remember in 2020, I think it was, I learned Morse code to what was it? To learn like a Sabaton song. You know, like the history metal band. You remember those guys? Anyways, I literally learned Morse code to learn what new album they were gonna make because it was in Morse code. Like 3 hours of my day, because it was during the pandemic, were wasted because I just Googled it. Like, is Sabaton's new album about the Great War or some garbage? No. I didn't need to learn an entire hidden language when I could have just Googled it. Anyways. Got around there. Battery saver. No battery saver. Well, better get the charger. Okay. Alright, good. Okay, it appears battery saver is no longer on, and you'll actually see me doing stuff. So thankfully, you don't have to worry about the stream dying out. Maybe. I'll just admit this much. This part took me an embarrassingly long time to figure out. That's domestic abuse right there. Good job, Anakin. And who am I kidding? He already committed domestic abuse in Revenge of the Sith. It works. So, oh, Luke isn't as good as Andor because he joined the rebellion because of an adventure, which he didn't. But if we're going by that logic, Bilbo Baggins also sucks as a hero because he also joined in an adventure. Who am I kidding? People are going to say that almost immediately. I know that very well. You know? Heaven forbid we include a character joining up for his own personal reasons, and then suddenly he becomes more aligned with their goals. Oh my god, it's like I'm reading like Writer's 101. Almost like some people have to have development. Anyhow, let's go fight Castro. So I will road up. I better get running. Oh, this guy gets stuck. That'll make my day. Stay back there. Stay back. Nah, if I stayed there, I possibly could. Anyways. Oh, I'm stuck. I'm not stuck anymore. Go. Oh, that clone is dead. Rest in pieces, Fidel. You suck. Yeah, 3 from my compatriot. That seems very, very great workplace behavior. I'll say that much. Chris, I throw him right into the door. I know he was gonna escape no matter what, but I just find that funny. You know, you could have thrown him to like anywhere else across the room. It may have had the same impact, you know. Right. And here we go. Yeah, well, that's what she was doing, I suppose. Okay, I'm gonna sound like a broken record here, but at least like with like when Phantom Menace and Skywalker Saga did this, I know this came out years later, so it's less of a critique, but so at least when Phantom Menace did it, you know, they had like a giant like gust of wind that backed you up, you know? Anyways. Boom, he is down. Take that, Fidel. The second egg. Oop. There we go. Job done, I guess. We better get after Mesa now. So. Literally the entire purpose of Anakin in this. Like, not in this part at least. Not the entire level. It's just... Oh. And boom. Dead. Rip in peace, in peace. Of course. Okay. Help. Let's get after Castro. Let's kick his butt. I think they already did because he's running away like a bitch. See you later, Fidel. Yeah, send your missiles out, Chris. That's the mark of a coward, I'll say that much. But, yeah. Of course, with Castro still alive, I mean, the Utopia is pretty much all but created. We gotta just extract, get out of here, end the mission, you know? I will say, though, the war is not yet over. The Utopia may be created, but the war is not yet over. So, you know. Oh, you're setting up a part 2? Yeah, I'm setting up a part 2. That's what I'm doing. You know, part 2, there probably won't be a thing in for like another 6 months or something. I don't know. Kind of want to go after go do like other like Latin American kind of countries, you know. That'd be personally kind of fun to do, you know. Thinking maybe Argentina or the Dominican or something, you know. That's just my take personally. I mean, maybe I'll do a poll or something. You know. Actually. Was there? Yes, already. Yes, it's perfect. Here, let's blow this baby and get out of here, you know. And there we are. You're rounding up the last of us. And there it is. Utopia achieved. Hey, he's gonna get his coffee. What a bittersweet ending, right? He's gonna get his coffee. Nope. Some people don't get happy endings. As a matter of fact, none of us get a happy ending because we die. But whatever, Utopia achieved. We accomplished our goal. On the board. Finish story. Well, this should be fun. Yeah, well, everyone's enjoying their coffee, except for the guy who most wants coffee. Well, we achieved our Utopia, but now we just gotta celebrate. Sure, Castro's getting away, but that's a given. He runs away. Hey, bro, you want some coffee? Oh yeah, that's what I've been begging for this entire level. Oh boy. Fun little trip down memory lane, I see. Well, that was a fun little stream to do. Hope you enjoyed. It's fun to do. God bless and happy gaming, and I'll see you later.